are legitimately making out with each other. I was shocked, bro. It was very awkward, but had a weird hint of epicness at the same time. I didn't know what.
Yeah. Rise up, yeah, we rise up. Came from the bottom, now we climb up. Every new level got my eyes up. Tell me who's stopping us? Nobody. Rise up, yeah, we rise up. Blue aura glowing when we light up. One dream, one team, never divide us. No soldier left behind when we rise up. Back then nobody knew my name. Now I'm building something bigger than fame. Had a vision, had a plan, had to go put my heart and my soul in every frame.
Hey, last video of the night. Oh, finally. God damn, bro. Okay, so today we are gonna react again to But True. We're gonna react to But True. So strap in, lock in. I don't wanna hear it. We are trying to go to 50 subscribers. Just give me 9 more subscribers. Or 8 more, then we're gonna get to 50 subscribers. Strap in, lock in, let go. Great, now let's watch the video.
I've been trying to be celibate for almost a year at this point. And if you don't know what it means to be celibate, the basic definition is you do not engage in physical festivities with the opposite sex. Each person's individual reason for wanting to practice this is different than the last. So when I tell you why, keep in mind that I'm speaking only for me. The reason I decided to practice celibacy was because women were very fucking sticky. And I'll give you an example.
Sticky. Okay, I thought you were going to say women were they were just doing too much. But no, you decided to say they were very sticky. What do you... Oh my god, bro.
Hello?
Are you and Janine dating?
What?
No.
I heard that you and Janine went to go see a movie with some friends, and then afterwards, you took it to your apartment, and you guys spent the entire weekend hooking up.
Hey, this kind of bullshit. Here's one thing I can tell you. Young lady, me and Janice, whatever her name was, we were not even together. Understand this because I was literally at home basically doing me, editing more videos, and you're gonna tell me and Janice blah blah blah. I'm gonna smack you, I'm gonna punch your face, bro. I'm not gonna punch you, I'm gonna punch. There's a difference. Punch and punt. I'm gonna make sure that you don't. Punt is like the definition, almost the definition of punching, but you're not punching them. You're like putting your whole entire hand on their face to push them on the ground. Yeah, that's how you do it.
Okay.
Okay, so you're not gonna tell me if it's true?
This is a detail about my life. I don't ask you details about your life, so why do you care?
I'm not saying I care, I just think it's fucking weird.
Okay, well, I'm not...
She just got out of a relationship with her boyfriend, and there you are, and you
I'm
suddenly
not concerned
just
with whether or not you think it's weird. All I'm
like
concerned...
you're trying to swoop in and be a hero
Listen.
or something.
All I'm concerned about is what mental state you are in to think that because you and I went on one date 6 months ago, that gives you any bearing or control over who I can and can't hang out with. Janine's going through all kinds of unfortunate shit that I'm not gonna speak on because it's not my business. She just needed a friend. But you know what? If you know about that situation with her, and your first thought is to make it about your insecurities and turn me into a villain, bro, then f you. Don't call me back. I'd hang up the call. And then later in the week, I'm dealing with the same shit for weeks at a time. So after some careful consideration, I decided that the next best move was to delete Tinder off my phone and change my number. And it definitely was a challenge, and I still almost failed so many times. Luckily, whenever I was about to fail, I just take a good look at the fucking people around me. When my friends are going through a breakup, of course I'll always be there for them, right? That's my job. I'll do the whole, oh, it's okay, man, she doesn't know what she's missing. But on the inside, I'm like, just thinking to myself, yo, this is fucking pathetic. You're really gonna keep crying, shitting, and pissing over this girl who does not want to be in your life anymore? You think she's out doing the same thing? You got snot coming. You got snot coming out of your nose right now, bro. You look fucking disgusting. But after a year of practicing celibacy, I realized something very important about the human brain. No matter how evolved you think you are, at the heart of it, you are a fucking caveman. 7 months in, I was hit with that very primal urge to do the thing. It had been a long winter of ignoring all the cave women, and this young chap could not resist any longer. Reading a book usually helps in this situation, or even going for a walk alone with you and your thoughts. Hell, I even like playing VR in situations like this, but today in particular, nothing was working. I was down horrendous. Let me ask you a question. When you're on the path of trying not to do something for the betterment of yourself, but you have this long aching itch to do it, what is the average instinctively human response? For those of you that said, you place yourself as close as possible to it so you don't have to be held accountable for your own decisions, then you were right. It's like the average person that's trying to quit doing weed. They'll usually stop for a while, but eventually they'll start hanging out around people who do weed religiously, because that's the easiest way to still engage in that habit but tell yourself it's not your fault. And admittedly, that's exactly what I was doing. Even though I lied to myself and reassured myself that I'd be able to stay strong with this whole being celibate thing, I still called up one of my friends. Yo, Andy, what's up? It's your boy. Yo, listen, are there any parties going on? Yo, man, how you like doing and stuff? No, I'm kidding. He doesn't talk like that. There's a party at my place tomorrow. You should come through. I humbly accept the invitation. Next day I come.
And here's what I call my friends for. Actually, not. I don't call my friends for some reason that you guys be thinking. But one of them, they have too much on their plate, bro. You cannot tell me you cannot have the whole entire roster and not give me some hands, bro. You're gonna give me some hands because it's crazy, bro. It's crazy out here. It's crazy. I'm not gonna say anything else. It's just crazy out here.
His house around 5. So I pull up and things are normal like usual. But I look over at my boy Jordan and his face is covered in clown makeup. But neither of these dudes address it, so I'm just looking at him for the longest time until I'm like, so, anybody gonna explain that? Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. So basically, everybody's gonna be coming in costume tonight. Actually, I didn't get my costume yet. You can come with me to grab one. Adult-themed costume party, say less. Never been to one, always wanted to try it. But I like to keep my costume simple, so I found a mask that I really like and a bat covered in fake blood. I'm not usually the kind of guy to go into my inventory to pay for something, especially when I didn't plan it way ahead of time. But shit, you only live once, right? Unless reincarnation's a thing. I decided to just do the whole Purge participant look because it was simple and cost effective. Andy decided to do the same thing because, you know, it was simple and cost effective. He starts telling me about this girl who's gonna be there tonight, and I tell him, yeah, dude, I'm not even on that tonight. I'm just trying to chill. But on the inside, I'm like, target acquired. We get back to Andy's house, the boys are drinking and the girls are putting on their costumes. Afterwards, we take some pictures. If I can find them, I'll put them in the video. I'm gonna blur out the girls' faces using my face though. That way I can live my lifelong fantasy of being a bad bitch. After taking pictures, I'm like, you know, I guess I'll grab me a beer. You know, I'm a grown-ass man. She sees me walking, she steps in front of me, and she's like, hey. And I'm like, hey. Yo, when you get the chance, send me like $100. All the boys that night put on some money so that we can rent a party bus. This thing was spectacular. We're just standing in the middle of the street looking at this thing in awe. I was probably the chill out type shit. The closest I had ever come to this was a limo at prom, but this thing was way better. Everybody chooses their seats. The guys sit in the front, the girls sit in the middle, and I choose to sit at the back. I do this for one simple reason. If a girl wants to talk to you, that means she got up from where she was sitting and crossed the room of her own choice to do so. Because one thing I've learned is girls don't generally approach guys that they are not interested in, and girls aren't generally interested in guys that approach them. This taught me one thing. You're not allowed to go to the fish. You have to set out a net and just see if the fish comes to you. Although, that's just my strategy. You may find something else that works. As I keep repeating to you guys, I'm not a dating coach. So we're all goofing around and everybody's chilling while the bus takes off. Andy screams, "Shots!" Instantly, the whole bus just loses their collective f***ing minds. Yo, we had a good ass time. Wait, hold on, I think I have footage. Let me play it. And this is where things get a little crazy. I go back to my spot at the back of the bus. Rosa Parks, the girl that I was interested in that night, joined me, target acquired, and another one of the girls. 2 for 1. The 3 of us are sitting back there talking for quite some time and everything seems normal, but I like turn my head and look out the window for a second, and when I turn back around, these girls are legitimately making out with each other. I was shocked, bro. It was very awkward, but had a weird hint of epicness at the same time. I didn't know what to do in this situation, so I just looked straight ahead with this goofy ass look on my face. Like, oh well, I guess she's lesbian. That's okay. But wait, it gets better.
Wait, it gets better? What?
Better. Out of nowhere, her hand reaches over towards my face. You know what? I'm just gonna show you the clip. Look. Oh, these girls are weird. Damn. All right, I guess I'm weird too. I just don't understand. I could never kiss a guy who's rocking.
That's what happened. God damn, bro. Bro's horror farming, bro. Why you horror farming like that?
This facial expression. Not that I would. It doesn't matter the facial expression. Never mind. After that, I calmly lean back in my seat. Because, we gotta play this off like we're used to it. But on the inside, nigga, I was glistening. So I collect myself and I look at her and I'm like, good job, guys. The bus drops us off at downtown Chicago. We mainly just walked around the city for a little bit, which was honestly a lot more fun to me than doing things like bar hopping. Afterwards, we go to the bar that they have in the upstairs area, and surprisingly enough, both of the girls still want to talk to me, so we're chatting it up in our own little corner, and I'm happy because I have absolutely no idea how the rest.
What is this? Is it mine?
Yes, it's my money.
It's dancing.
What do you want?
Pen.
Please. Hold on, guys. It's this child. Back to the video, people. Because damn, I know. I was just disturbed just to look for a pen or a pencil. Like what?
So the night is about to go. This is where it all goes wrong. The girl that I was interested in that night gets up and goes to the bathroom, leaving me with girl number 2. Now, as far as I was concerned, I thought both of these girls were cool as hell, so I really didn't mind being left alone with her all that much. But she hits an entire mood switch once the other girl leaves. So she starts talking, and admittedly, I'm not really paying a lot of attention. But then, I start to notice she's talking about me, and she's not saying very nice things. She's going on like, oh, the girl doesn't like you, she's not gonna have sex with you, you're making her uncomfortable, she's been uncomfortable all night. My first thought, right? Hit her with that Chris Breezy. Because she's been totally cool up until this point. And then starts spouting things that obviously to me just sound like a lie. But then I'm like, you know what? I'm not even gonna argue with you. I don't know if she secretly told you this at some point today, or if you're just lying to me. But one thing I did know for certain was that if she comes out of the bathroom and sees me crashing out on this girl like I want to, then she definitely won't be feeling me. So she comes out of the bathroom and this girl is still crashing out at me, but we kind of just let her give her speech. I look over at Fine Shit 1 and she's just giving me this look like, yeah, I don't know what she's talking about. So then when she finishes yelling at me, she says, oh, I'm ordering an Uber. Are you gonna come with me or not? No, but get home safe, which I think was a very classy response. She grabs my hand and we proceed to enjoy the rest of the evening. And I didn't have any hard feelings about her crashing out at me or anything. I figure maybe it was just the alcohol or something, or maybe
this guy, bro. What?
she got really attached to the girl during the night. After that, we all walked over to the nearest Taco Bell, and man, that was just one of the most chillest and wholesome nights of my life. Alright, well maybe not completely wholesome. This is why I say she's really classy. I explained to her that I didn't really want to get too physical, and she understood and was willing to wait until I did. A lot of girls, I'm gonna be real with you, are not going to be as understanding. They're gonna try and talk you out of being celibate because they view it as a rejection of them instead of a rejection of your own lust. Moral of the story. Do not be a 6'4" black guy wearing fake blood all over yourself in the middle of February.
I'm still on their head.
Okay, that was a completely deep, crazy weird. Okay, bro. Thank you guys for watching. I finally got to upload 3 videos because I was really worried that I was not actually going to upload videos ever again. But yeah, we back, y'all. We back. See you guys for episode 3 of the Music Freaks. And shout out to that one person who commented on the first episode of the Music Freaks and subscribed. So, no soldier left behind, no man left behind, you know. The vibe, you know, the quad, or whatever. MK leveling. We are back.